Warnia gives Charlie one final birthday gift that changes everything. But it's not money, power, or business. It's a kiss that leaves Charlie completely speechless. Full episode review. Episode 412 is one of the most emotional episodes we've seen in quite some time. There are no massive fights, no business takeovers, and no shocking revenge plots. Instead, the writers slow everything down to focus on something just as powerful, the hearts of the characters. This episode explores grief, destiny, healing, and the complicated emotions between Charlie and Warnia. While many viewers have been waiting for another action-packed episode, this quieter chapter gives us a much deeper understanding of why Warnia has become one of the most beloved characters in the series. A peaceful walk away from the city. The episode begins with Charlie and Warnia leaving the birthday celebration behind. Instead of rushing back to the city, Warnia invites Charlie to take a walk with her. They descend a long flight of old stone steps leading toward the river. The atmosphere immediately changes, for perhaps the first time in many episodes. Neither of them is discussing business. Neither is talking about enemies. Neither is thinking about power. They're simply two people enjoying a quiet moment together. Warnia even playfully asks Charlie to help her down the steep steps. She doesn't truly need assistance. It's simply an excuse to spend a little more time close to him. It's a small gesture, but one filled with affection. Childhood memories return. As they walk beside the river, Warnia begins talking about her childhood. She explains that her mother often brought her to this very place when she was young. Although many years have passed, every memory still feels incredibly vivid. You can almost hear the nostalgia in her voice. The river hasn't changed. The scenery hasn't changed. But her parents are gone. The conversation naturally turns toward family. Charlie opens a door he rarely opens. Warnia gently asks Charlie about his own parents. Normally, Charlie avoids conversations like this. But today, something feels different. Perhaps it's the peaceful surroundings. Perhaps it's the trust he has developed with Warnia. For one of the few times in the story, Charlie speaks honestly about his past. He quietly admits that he doesn't even know where his parents are buried. That single sentence carries enormous emotional weight. While Warnia can still visit her parents' graves, Charlie doesn't even have that comfort. His parents disappeared from his life, leaving him with questions that have never been answered. It's one of the saddest reminders that despite all his wealth and influence, some things can never be replaced. Charlie isn't ready to go back. Warnia carefully asks whether Charlie has any interest in reconnecting with the rest of his family. Charlie's answer is simple: no, at least, not yet. Although he has become one of the most powerful men in the world, the emotional wounds from his childhood remain. He still remembers how he was abandoned. He still remembers the loneliness. Money has changed his lifestyle, but it hasn't erased his pain. Was it fate? The conversation slowly shifts towards something much lighter. Warnia smiles. Then she asks Charlie a question that has clearly been living in her heart. Do you believe our meeting was fate? Charlie pauses. Then he begins remembering the very first time they met at her gallery. At the time, neither of them could have imagined how much their lives would eventually become connected. Warnia helped Charlie before she truly knew who he was. Charlie protected Warnia long before she became head of the Smith family. One decision led to another. One meeting led to another. Eventually, Charlie Wade became the mysterious Master Wade. Looking back, Charlie admits something surprising. Years ago, He probably wouldn't have believed in fate. But now, after everything that has happened, he's beginning to think that perhaps destiny really does exist. Warnia begins planning the future. Their conversation eventually turns toward business. Warnia has officially become the new head of the Smith family. Now comes the difficult part, actually leading it. She explains her vision. First, she wants to unite every member of the Smith family behind one common goal. Some relatives still have doubts. Some still question her leadership. She intends to win them over through results rather than arguments. Second, she wants to strengthen the family's businesses. With the Wells family collapsing, a major opportunity has opened. Warnia wants the Smith family to become one of the strongest forces in Orris Hill. Instead of wasting time celebrating her promotion, she's already planning the next victory. Charlie offers his support again. Charlie quietly tells her that if she ever needs help, all she has to do is ask. That's classic Charlie. He never tries to control people. He simply offers support whenever it's needed. Warnia smiles. She politely declines, not because she doesn't appreciate Charlie's help, but because she believes he has already done more than enough. Instead, she promises that one day, if Charlie ever needs her, she'll be there for him. It's a beautiful moment of mutual respect. One final reminder before leaving. Charlie remembers something important. He tells Warnia not to forget to give one of the rejuvenation pills to her grandfather, Cedric. It's another reminder of Charlie's incredible generosity. Even after transforming the Smith family's future, he's still thinking about Cedric's health. Charlie rarely forgets the people who have treated him well. Warnia doesn't want the night to end. Eventually, it's time for Charlie to leave, but Warnia clearly isn't ready. Every second feels precious. She knows moments like these don't happen often. As Charlie drives, Warnia suddenly tells him she forgot one final birthday gift. Charlie looks confused. Warnia smiles. Then she asks him to close his eyes. Charlie's curiosity gets the better of him. He trusts her. So, he closes them. The kiss without warning. Warnia leans forward and kisses Charlie. No speech, no confession, no dramatic music. Just one silent kiss that says everything words never could. It's her final birthday gift. Her way of expressing feelings she has carried for so long. Charlie is completely stunned for a brief moment. He doesn't know how to respond. The scene perfectly captures Charlie's inner conflict. He clearly cares about Warnia. He deeply respects her, but he's also Claire's husband. The emotional tension couldn't be stronger. What happens next? That single kiss raises several huge questions. Will Charlie finally acknowledge the feelings Warnia has for him? Can Warnia continue suppressing her emotions now that she's crossed this line? Will Claire ever discover what happened? Or will Charlie bury this memory and continue protecting everyone involved? Those questions will undoubtedly shape the episodes ahead. Final Thoughts episode. 412 isn't about action. It's about emotion. It's about two people carrying deep scars from the past while trying to move toward the future. We see Charlie reveal a vulnerable side that he almost never shares. We see Warnia officially embrace her responsibilities as the leader of the Smith family. And we witness one unforgettable moment that may permanently change the relationship between two of the series' most important characters. Sometimes the loudest moments in a story aren't created through explosions or battles. Sometimes they're created by silence. And episode 412 proves exactly that. Episode rating 9.7/10. The emotional writing, beautiful character development, and unforgettable ending make this one of the strongest relationship-focused episodes in the series so far.